Now then, tossers, welcome to the channel. In this video I'm going to share with you 6 tips that I discovered whilst battling Dartitis twice that you could implement and hopefully get back on track and chucking good darts again. I'm guessing you're here because you're suffering from Dartitis or know someone who is, so hopefully this will be a change from the usual advice that you see. If not, welcome along. I hope you learn something along the way. Fundamentally, Dartitis is a mental condition where the brain stops a player from being able to release a dart. If you've ever had it, you wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy. Some say it's nerves, uncontrollable muscle spasms, but I truly believe it's a fear of failure. Believe it or not, I've had Dartitis twice by playing with myself at home. You might be wondering, who is this guy? Yes, I am not a professional dart player or professional content creator. Is that what you call it? Maybe the reason I'm not someone of stature is because other goals and interests always took centre stage, whether it was football or motorsport. Who knows, we might be able to delve into that in the future on this channel. But for relevance of this video, what I have done is play darts since I was young and be alright at it. Even so far as committing to an entry at Q School until the dreaded D word struck. Here's some data from some bot games, off-score darts on the iPad to demonstrate exactly what I could do, but how quickly it went downhill. Are we on? We're on. As you could see, I could chuck a dart, some 90 odd averages here and there with an 82 average over the span of 88 best of 11 games, so not too shabby. Anyway, before I get into the 6 points that worked for me and were an absolute revelation, please bear in mind that I read, researched and tried everything, and what is recommended to counteract or cure Dartitis, in my opinion, is a load of old cobblers. Mental techniques, physical techniques, or sports psychology. Whether it's change the way you breathe, chuck flights and stems into a bucket, or try chucking left-handed. Oh yes, we'll be back at it in no time. Bounce out. It isn't in my nature to quit, so I thought, why not use my sporting background and knowledge of biomechanics, you know, with being an international accredited strength and conditioning practitioner. Wow. Yeah, it's a mouthful. To get some answers, or at least try. This may sound drastic, so unless you're a professional or successful, you may be better off seeking other avenues. But if you want to get back playing darts, this is the most important factor, in my opinion, and one that I did. However you held the dart before, file that straight in the bin. Find another way that is comfortable, allows you to grip the dart lightly, and uses less fingers, ideally. Get used to chucking the darts with the new grip from about half distance and gradually work your way back to full hockey length. Crucially, make sure the point is above horizontal before you release, or you'll have to utilise extra hand mechanics and moving parts to flick the dart up for the ideal parabola with such a short range throw. The best example of this is the roll of the dart between the fingers, similar to that of Jan van Veen or as wild as Ko Stompy. After collecting the dart from my non-throwing hand, I would incorporate a roll between the index finger and middle finger with the support of the thumb. This is so that the throw could be exactly the same every time, but also allowing me to cleanly release the dart when previously unable to let go. It's quite simple. If you have an exaggerated lean, all the momentum of throwing the dart is wanting to thrust the body forward, putting you off balance. You must be rock solid with little to no bodily movement when chucking the dart. A good set of solid, sturdy shoes is a game changer and will stop you rolling over onto the side of the foot. This made a world of difference for me as it stopped me lunging forward upon release. This is what I use to practice or play. The sole is plenty hard enough to stop me wanting to roll over on the ankle, but more than comfortable enough for long sessions. About 15 sheets off eBay, probably stolen in a past life. If you use a lighter dart, let's say sub 23 grams, try a heavier one. The reasoning behind this one is typically you have to throw a lighter dart with more force in order for it to get to the board and stay in it. I used 21 grams for years and found going lighter to 19, 18 or 17 made Dartitis worse. Since going up in weight to the current 24 grams I use now, means I throw with less effort, I'm less tense and don't have to try as hard, and as a result, the throw is a lot smoother. It is possible to play yourself into good form, but also bad form and bad habits. If it ain't working, put the darts down and come back another time. Playing every day for hours and hours might just get yourself into a hole again and back to square one. Don't keep doing the same thing day in, day out and expect to get different results. Try something different or drastic. As of now, the absolute maximum I practice for per day is 1 hour, with no minimum because tiredness, fatigue, wear and tear on the joints all take its toll. People think darts is easy, but striving to improve and be consistent is both physically and mentally taxing. Don't overdo it. Oh, Wingate. And with that, we've come to the end. I hope these tips can help some of you folks out there. Let me know what you reckon in the comments below. Keep on keeping on. All the best. That weren't half bad for my first video. YouTube stardom awaits.